In the morning sessions, we have solved some signal, okay, where we can directly use the formula of Fourier transform, okay, because their integration or those signals are absolutely integrable. So we can directly apply the Fourier transform formula. But there are also some signal where we cannot use that Fourier transform formula directly. So similar, the signal such that I have given example like a constant signal. If xt is a in the signal we cannot apply Fourier transform directly. I have said where we cannot solve this here directly because I have said that the signal should satisfy three conditions of Dirichlet. Okay, first condition the integration from minus infinity to infinity x of t mod of x of t dt should be less than infinity. Okay. Second condition is if there is some discontinuity, the discontinuity should be finite as well as the magnitude of discontinuity should also finite. So third number is I have said that the maximum minima should be finite finite below. Yes. So when we see the condition for this upon on this signal x t equal to a, then we can see that the integration of this, the first condition of Dirichlet is not satisfied. Okay, it shows some infinity value because if you plot the signal is like this. The amplitude is a x of t t. Okay, when you take the integration from minus infinity to infinity dt, the area or the integration will give the infinity value. Okay, so I have said that this signal does not satisfy absolutely integrable condition. Okay. So directly we cannot solve. Okay. By using the formula. So for that I am saying that I can take the limit technique. There is two ways to solve such type of signal. One is taking the limit and another is a duality theorem. I will explain duality theorem later. Let's first let me solve this problem using the limit condition. So limit condition, let a rectangular function first. Okay, minus tau by 2 to tau by 2 a. Okay, this signal is represents how a rect t by tau. Okay, this is the representation of the signal rect t by tau. And when we take the Fourier transform, as I have given one problem today in morning session, taking the tau equal to 1, okay, and a equal to 1, I have solved and I show that there we have found a sinc function, okay. So I can make that in a sampling function also if we take only the omega 1, okay. So this Fourier transform will give a tau as a omega t by omega tau by 2. That this SA means this is a sampling function. Sampling function is similar with a sinc function. Okay. So after that, what I am saying that we can solve this problem taking the limit condition. Limit condition means now a constant a signal of constant a we can find when we can take a limit on this rectangular signal. How what parameter that limit should be? The tau. If tau tends to infinity, okay, this signal, rectangular signal, become a constant signal. Okay, so a rectangular signal a rect t by tau become a constant signal when we make this tau tends to infinity. Okay, so let me take both sides of Fourier transform. Have you taken the note? Are you listening? Somebody reply.
Yes, sir, listening.
Okay. So let me take the Fourier transform in both sides. When you take Fourier transform in both sides, this derivation it will not come in the exam, I think, because I never see that. But you should know how to derive the formula, because formula is very important. You should know the formula. Ultimate result. So this limit and a are the constant. Take it outside. Limit tau tends to infinity. Fourier transform of rect of t minus tau. Okay. This is nothing but a limit tau tends to infinity. This is a tau, sampling function omega tau by 2. Okay. But we know that one another formula will come now. We know that limit k tends to infinity, if k by pi sampling function is there, kt, okay, then it will give delta t. Okay, this is another formula you should remember. Limit k tends to infinity, k by pi sampling function kt by tau. In this equation, what is the value of k? K equal to this omega is taken as a t here. Okay, this is the variable you can say. What is the value of k? The tau is nothing but it is tau by 2. Okay, the value of k is tau by 2. Then to make pi here, okay, to make pi by 2 in this case, as well as what I am saying, if you give one number, then one number will be Fourier transform of a. You can write twice. Why I have given twice? Because tau by 2 should required, and pi also required, because condition formula is k by pi. So limit tau tends to infinity. This will be give. I think this a is not there. So tau by twice pi sampling function omega tau by 2. Now this you can write directly lambda, delta, not lambda, delta in terms of delta. But here t is represented by omega. Okay, so you can write twice pi delta omega. So any constant function a is there, a is there. Okay, any constant function a can be represented by twice pi a delta omega. Okay, when a equal to 1 means the constant value, the signal whose amplitude is 1, the Fourier transform would be twice pi del omega. These equations are very much important. Okay, that's why very important. That's why I am showing by deriving also. But formula, this ultimate Fourier transform you should know. What is the Fourier transform of 1? And the derivation also you should know, such that if question comes in the exam, you can write. But I never seen the questions come from here. So, have you taken, completed? Let me know. So like that you can solve, okay? If the signal 1 is given, okay? Or a constant a is given. So similarly, other numerical also there. It will take time. Let me give also. The Fourier transform of another, let me give another problem. Have you completed? Take the next problem. Find the Fourier transform of x of t cos omega naught t, okay? So what will be the plot? Cos omega naught t. Cos signal is start from y-axis. This is like this. So this is the cos wave. So suppose magnitude is 1, okay? And signal is tends to minus infinity to infinity. So whether the first condition of Dirichlet satisfy minus infinity to infinity mode of x of t dt. Mode means the negative value will also come in the positive side. Okay, it's like a full wave signal. Half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier is there, no? The rectifier after full wave. It's like the signal will be like this. Okay, mode means all the negative value come as a positive. So when you take the means summation from minus infinity to infinity, it will give infinity value. That's why the first condition is not satisfied. Since first condition is not satisfied, that's why we cannot apply the direct method. So we have to go with this method like taking the limit or using the duality property. Duality property I will explain later on. Let me give with the help of this limiting concept. It does not satisfy absolutely integrable. Okay, so we cannot apply or so directly so using direct formula we cannot solve. Okay, so we have to take integration technique. So for that, you have to take like let xt is cos omega naught t only, but it exists from if this limit are finite, then the value will also finite for the cos theta. That's why it's taken exist over a finite limit, that is minus tau to t to tau to t. Okay, understand? But our the signal is exist from minus infinity to infinity. So you can write this xt equal to limit tau tends to infinity cos omega t, or you can write like this. It will be better. Cos omega Fourier transform would be, we have to take limit tau tends to infinity. Okay, integration will be from minus tau to t okay, cos omega naught t j omega t dt. This we take a limit in a finite range, but the tau should be infinity. Then only it will represent the original cos signal. Just break the cos term. Please let me know if you have finished. So now we have to break this cos term in terms of E. Okay. Limit tau tends to infinity minus tau by 2. You can break that part j omega naught t plus it is by minus j omega naught t by 2 it is by minus j omega t dt. Okay. Take the 2 outside, half. You can write minus tau by 2. You can multiply this. You can take the summation part at the upper part. E to the power, take minus common, minus j. Let me omega first, write omega first, omega naught t, okay, dt plus minus tau by 2 to tau by 2 e to the power minus j omega. This is also minus, so it will be plus omega naught t dt. Okay. So when you do the derivation and put the let me do it will 1 by twice 2. This will come e to the power minus j omega minus omega naught t minus j omega minus omega naught. Okay. Limit is tau by 2 to minus tau by 2 plus this will be e to the power minus j omega plus omega naught t minus j omega plus omega naught t. Limit is tau by 2 to minus tau by 2. So when you put the limit at this upper part, it will become a, you have to make like a sine wave, okay, because j is below. To make a 2 at the below side, so how will be the plot? what is the value? If you put a minus tau by 2 first, then this second, okay, and the minus is given. So 2 is, you have to multiply here. Okay, the 2 come. So it will be twice omega minus omega naught. Upper will be sine omega minus omega naught tau by 2. Okay. Similarly, this one also 2 will become sine omega plus omega naught tau by 2 omega minus omega naught. Okay. So to make sine theta by theta, here sine theta is omega minus omega naught tau by 2. You have to multiply here tau by 2. Okay. If you give one tau here, this is the extra term tau. The denominator part, numerator part you have to give another tau. Understand? So also you have divide 1 2 here. So you have to divide, you have to give a multiply 2 also, another 2 tau by 2. These 2 to cancel. So now it's become as a sine theta by theta. Sine theta by theta. There is no pi term. So since there is no pi term, this will represent as a sampling function. Okay. Have you completed up to here? So signal will be limit tau to infinity tau by 2. First one is sampling function where theta is omega minus omega naught tau by 2. Second one is sampling function omega plus omega naught tau by 2. Okay. So I have already given a formula in the previous solution that when limit k tends to infinity k by pi sampling function k by t, then it is give delta t. Here t k is or tau is, what is the k? K is the pi by 2. Okay, and this omega naught will act as this omega, this t value. Okay, so the above equation can be right like this. A pi also should be there. So pi we have to multiply first. Then we have to take or we can write directly. Okay, let me write another line. Limit tau tends to infinity. Okay, tau by twice pi sampling function omega minus omega naught tau by 2. Okay, plus sampling function plus, let me take limit, another limit tau here tau by twice pi sampling function omega plus omega naught tau by 2. Okay, so now we can write this is as a delta function where omega is omega naught or delta is a omega minus omega naught, like that. This will be omega plus omega naught. Okay, this is the Fourier transform of cos omega naught t. If you take the Fourier transform, you will get pi del omega minus omega naught plus del omega plus omega naught. This formula is very, very important. Okay, that's why I'm shows the derivation, but the derivation is not required too much. I never saw in the problem derivation has given, but this formula is very important. What is cos omega naught t? Ft is pi del omega minus omega naught plus del omega plus omega naught. Okay. Understand? Have you completed? Now I will show the means plot. What will be the plot? Cos omega naught t is what types of signal? First of all, you should know that Fourier transform is applicable for aperiodic signal, but cos omega aperiodic as well as periodic signal. Cos omega naught t is a periodic signal. Okay. Now, what will be the representation then? Let me give you. Suppose this is the cos theta, cos wave or function. When you take the Fourier transform, since this is has a fixed frequency, then we'll find a spike on its frequency. Okay, this is for omega naught. This is for omega minus omega naught. Okay, and what is the amplitude? Amplitude is pi. This is the Fourier transform of cos theta. Okay. Similarly, Fourier transform of sine omega naught t, you can derive if you take the Fourier transform of sine omega naught t, it will give j pi del omega plus omega naught minus del omega minus omega naught. So these formulas are very important. You should know. So what will be the waveform now? Sin theta start from 0. Fourier transform. One is positive, another is negative. Omega naught, this is minus omega naught. Okay. One is j pi, other is minus j pi. Okay. Completed. This formula cos omega naught t, the derivation. Formulas are required. It's over. Take the another problem. Find the Fourier transform of x of t equal to e to the power j omega naught t. Okay. What types of signal this one? This is the complex exponential signal. Okay. Since complex, there is no alpha value or no sigma value, so it will also a sinusoidal signal. Okay. So we can write j omega naught t. We can write how? Cos omega naught t plus j sin omega naught t. We can write. And here, if you take the Fourier transform x of omega, you can write the Fourier transform of cos theta. What is that? Pi cos pi delta omega plus omega naught plus delta omega minus omega naught. We have find that plus j. You can write j pi delta omega plus omega naught minus delta omega minus omega naught. Okay. When you solve, this will be j square minus pi this. This is also plus this. Okay. They cancel out. It will give twice pi del omega minus omega naught. Okay. Last time would be cancel when you do. So for a class here, please take the attendance. Only 1 minute left, and I'll take another attendance in the next session. Omega naught t, it will give twice pi by delta omega minus omega naught. These are very important. You should remember. What is the Fourier transform of e to the power j omega naught? Completed. Please join